Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel, or hello to new people visiting the channel. Subscribe below to have more and more videos from ourselves about everything to do with final salary pension transfers. So today we're going to be talking about the UK government removing the statutory right that currently exists for you to transfer your DC or your DB final salary pension. Okay, what is this about? Right, the DWP and the UK government are trying to avoid people being taken advantage of via pension scams. In their white paper, which was released just yesterday, they believe the new process they're putting in place will only affect 5% of transfers, and 95% of transfers will not be affected by this. Personally, I don't believe that. I think this is going to affect up to 50% of transfers, because in their eyes, a scam could be something as you've left the previous address when you used to live in England on your pension and you haven't updated it to your address in Spain. If you come through to us and you're in Spain, I look at your CTV, oh, it's got your London address on it. Oh, I never updated it. Oh, I'll update it with the scheme now. You update it with your Spanish address, looks like a scam. Oh, address has only been updated recently. We should wait for a period of 6 months in case some scam artist is trying to take advantage of them. That's just one very small example of what could potentially be classed as a scam on your transfer, an amber or a red flag under these new rules, which would stop your transfer from proceeding. These rules coming into place are also going to affect QROPS in a very large way. You would have to prove your residency in the country in which the QROPS was based. 95% of QROPS are in Malta now. How many of you live in Malta? Probably 2 out of everyone watching this video, of all the thousands. Not many people live in Malta. As such, we don't really understand why the government is trying to ask someone to prove their residency in the country of their QROPS. In my opinion, it goes to show that HMRC hasn't really thought this through. Anyone living in France, Germany, Switzerland, Portugal, Italy might utilize a QROP if they're approaching their lifetime allowance to save from tax and to avoid unnecessary taxes on their pension pot. So what's going to happen then? You'll have to prove that you're an Italian citizen, Italian resident, French resident, and help them understand why you're utilizing a QROPS in Malta. It's a bit of a crazy system, but these are the rules that are going to come into play. The biggest problem with this is it is removing your statutory right to transfer your pension. It has always been your statutory right that you will have to transfer. They may be slow, they may take their time, but you will get what you want if you advise them to transfer. Now that is going to go, and effectively UK ceding schemes will be given the authority to block your transfers if they deem there to be a red flag. Now, if we unbox this a little bit, why is this here? So let's look on a very optimistic side of things. The UK government and Department of Work Pensions, sorry, I always say DWP, is trying to protect investors from scams. It's trying to protect that very small amount of people who use some useless financial advisory firm based in some Seychelles or something. It doesn't have very good relation, doesn't have good regulation, testimonials, reviews, anything like that from having some type of pension scam. But unfortunately, when they make these rules, it affects the whole of the market. If you look from a very negative mindset, why are these rules being put in place? Well, let's think about it. The UK pension industry is worth billions and billions and billions of pounds. You have all the UK ceding schemes who employ people, who pay taxes, who pay national insurance. You have all the accountants, the lawyers, the bankers, the investment funds, all UK limited companies who all employ people and who all pay taxes. So it could also be argued that maybe the UK government doesn't really want, well, definitely the ceding schemes in the UK don't want to be losing hundreds of millions of transfers and CTVs. So potentially, if they're lobbying the UK government to put stricter rules in place, it will cut down the amount of transfers, which means they get to look after your money for longer and earn money on that money, so to speak, in terms of any charges which they have, and just generally their assets under management as a company. When a company can say, we have 70 billion under management, it sounds great, but it's your money, not their money. I always think the companies, I always find it funny when talking about their assets under management. So that's kind of a negative mindset of how I think these rules have maybe come into play. But whatever happens, these rules are going to be there. They're going to be here to stay. It's very, very rare that the UK government does a U-turn when they put rules like this in place. So what it means is, with your financial advisor, you are going to have to be on it. You're going to have to ensure the number of mistakes on your cases are reduced dramatically. Otherwise, you could be in a situation where you spend 3 to 6 months working with a financial advisor, you pay $3,000 for your advice report, you make a stupid mistake on the application, and boom, your transfer has been declined. The legislation is so new, we don't even know what will happen after that. Can you apply again in 3 months' time? Will you have to wait 12 months? What happens in that situation? So there's a lot of complications here with this new legislation which has come out. I've read it from head to toe and all the references and all of the sources. We're very up on this at Cameron James. If you have any questions personally, let me know in the comment section below. Or if you have if you want to have a one-on-one conversation with me or one of our financial advisors, you can contact via WhatsApp below or book in via Calendly to have a 1-hour free initial consultation, which will be followed up with a free initial advice report on what we think is in your best interests and how to move forward from here. Guys, thank you for watching today. Hit subscribe below to see more, and I look forward to seeing you very soon. Thank you very much. Bye-bye.